What really happened to Sophia Loren? You'll never know. Sophia Loren was born Sofia Villani Scicolone on 20 September 1934, in the Clinica Regina Margherita in Rome, Italy, the daughter of Romilda Villani and Riccardo Scicolone, a construction engineer of noble descent. Loren's father, Riccardo Scicolone, refused to marry Villani, leaving the piano teacher and aspiring actress without financial support. Loren met with her father 3 times, at age 5, age 17, and in 1976 at his deathbed, citing that she forgave him but had never forgotten his abandonment of her mother. Loren's parents had another child together, her sister Maria, in 1938. Loren has 2 younger paternal half-brothers, Giuliano and Giuseppe. Romilda, Sofia, and Maria lived with Loren's grandmother in Pozzuoli, near Naples. During the Second World War, the harbor and munitions plant in Pozzuoli was a frequent bombing target of the Allies. During one raid, as Loren ran to the shelter, she was struck by shrapnel and wounded in the chin. After that, the family moved to Naples, where they were taken in by distant relatives. After the war, Loren and her family returned to Pozzuoli. Loren first met Ponti in 1950, when she was 16 and he was 37. Though Ponti had been long separated from his first wife, Giuliana, he was not legally divorced when Loren married him by proxy in Mexico on 17 September 1957. Ponti then obtained a divorce from Giuliana in France, allowing him to marry Loren on 9 April 1966. They had 2 children, Carlo Ponti Jr., born on 29 December 1968, and Eduardo Ponti, born on 6 January 1973. Loren's daughters-in-law are Sasha Alexander and Andrea Massarish. Loren has 4 grandchildren. Loren remained married to Carlo Ponti until his death on 10 January 2007 from pulmonary complications. Many people questioned why this girl went so famous. How did so many people get to know her? And now let's find out. At age 15, Loren as Sofia Lazzaro entered the Miss Italia 1950 beauty pageant and was assigned as candidate 2, being one of the 4 contestants representing the Lazio region. She was selected as one of the last 3 finalists and won the title of Miss Elegance 1950, while Liliana Cardinali won the title of Miss Cinema, and Anna Maria Bugliari won the grand title of Miss Italia. She returned in 2001 as president of the jury for the 61st edition of the pageant. In 2010, Loren crowned the 71st Miss Italia pageant winner. Sofia Lazzaro enrolled in the Centro Sperimentale di Cinematografia, the National Film School of Italy, and appeared as an uncredited extra in Mervyn LeRoy's 1951 film Quo Vadis when she was 16 years old. Carlo Ponti changed her name and public image to appeal to a wider audience as Sophia Loren, being a twist on the name of the Swedish actress Marta Torin and suggested by Goffredo Lombardo. Her first starring role was in Ida in 1953, for which she received critical acclaim. After playing the lead role in 2 Nights with Cleopatra, her breakthrough role was in The Gold of Naples, directed by Vittorio De Sica. Too Bad She's Bad, also released in 1954, and La Bella Mugnaia became the first of many films in which Loren co-starred with Marcello Mastroianni. Over the next 3 years, she acted in many films, including Scandal in Sorrento, Lucky to Be a Woman, Boy on a Dolphin, Legend of the Lost, and The Pride and the Passion. Loren became an international film star following her 5-picture contract with Paramount Pictures in 1958. Among her films at this time were Desire Under the Elms with Anthony Perkins, based upon the Eugene O'Neill play, Houseboat, a romantic comedy co-starring Cary Grant, and George Cukor's Heller in Pink Tights, in which she appeared as a blonde for the first time. In 1960, she starred in Vittorio De Sica's Two Women, a stark, gritty story of a mother who is trying to protect her 12-year-old daughter in war-torn Italy. The two end up gang-raped inside a church as they travel back to their home city following the cessation of bombings there. Originally cast as the daughter, Loren fought against type and was eventually cast as the mother. Loren's performance earned her many awards, including the Cannes Film Festival's Best Performance Prize, and an Academy Award for Best Actress, the first major Academy Award for a non-English language performance or to an Italian actress. She won 22 international awards for 2 women. The film was extremely well received by critics and a huge commercial success. Though proud of this accomplishment, Loren did not show up to this award, citing fear of fainting at the award ceremony. Nevertheless, Cary Grant telephoned her in Rome the next day to inform her of the Oscar award. During the 1960s, Loren was one of the most popular actresses in the world and continued to make films in the United States and Europe, starring with prominent leading men. In 1964, her career reached its pinnacle when she received $1 million to appear in The Fall of the Roman Empire. In 1965, she received a second Academy Award nomination for her performance in Marriage Italian Style. Among Loren's best-known films of this period are Samuel Bronston's epic production of El Cid with Charlton Heston, The Millionaires with Peter Sellers, It Started in Naples with Clark Gable, Vittorio De Sica's triptych Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow with Marcello Mastroianni, Peter Ustinov's Lady L with Paul Newman, the 1966 classic Arabesque with Gregory Peck, and Charlie Chaplin's final film, A Countess from Hong Kong with Marlon Brando. Loren received 4 Golden Globe Awards between 1964 and 1977 as World Film Favorite Female. Loren appeared in fewer movies after becoming a mother. During the next decade, most of her roles were in Italian features. During the 1970s, she was paired with Richard Burton in the last De Sica-directed film, The Voyage, and a remake of the film Brief Encounter. The film had its premiere on U.S. television on 12 November 1974 as part of the Hallmark Hall of Fame series on NBC. In 1976, she starred in The Cassandra Crossing. It fared extremely well internationally and was a respectable box office success in the U.S. market. She co-starred with Marcello Mastroianni in Ettore Scola's A Special Day. This movie was nominated for 11 international awards such as 2 Oscars. It won a Golden Globe Award and a César Award for a Best Foreign Movie. Loren's performance was awarded a David D. Donatello Award, the 7th in her career. The movie was extremely well received by American reviewers and became a box office hit. Following this success, Loren starred in an American thriller Brass Target. This movie received mixed reviews, although it was moderately successful in the United States and internationally. In 1978, she won her 4th Golden Globe for World Film Favorite. Other movies of this decade were Academy Award nominee Sunflower, which was a critical success, and Arthur Hiller's Man of La Mancha, which was a critical and commercial failure despite being nominated for several awards, including 2 Golden Globes. Atul and James Coco were nominated for 2 NBR awards. In addition, the NBR listed Man of La Mancha in its Best 10 Pictures of 1972 list. In 1980, after the international success of the biography Sophia Loren, Living and Loving, her own story by A. Hotchner, Loren portrayed herself and her mother in a made-for-television biopic adaptation of her autobiography, Sophia Loren. Her own story. Ritza Brown and Chiara Ferrari each portrayed the younger Loren. In 1981, she became the first female celebrity to launch her own perfume, Sophia, and a brand of eyewear soon followed. In 1982, while in Italy, she made headlines after serving an 18-day prison sentence on tax evasion charges, a fact that failed to hamper her popularity or career. In 2013, the Supreme Court of Italy cleared her of the charges. Loren has recorded more than 24 songs throughout her career, including a best-selling album of comedic songs with Peter Sellers. Reportedly, she had to fend off his romantic advances. Partly owing to Sellers' infatuation with Loren, he split with his first wife, Anne Howe. Loren has made it clear to numerous biographers that Sellers' affections were reciprocated only platonically. This collaboration was covered in The Life and Death of Peter Sellers, where actress Sonia Aquino portrayed Loren. The song Where Do You Go To? By Peter Sarset was said to have been inspired by Loren. In 1991, Loren received the Academy Honorary Award for her contributions to world cinema and was declared one of the world cinema's treasures. In 1995, she received the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award. She presented Federico Fellini with his honorary Oscar in April 1993. In 2009, Loren stated on Larry King Live that Fellini had planned to direct her in a film shortly before his death in 1993. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Loren was selective about choosing her films and ventured into various areas of business, including cookbooks, eyewear, jewelry, and perfume. She received a Golden Globe nomination for her performance in Robert Altman's film Ready to Wear in 1994, co-starring Julia Roberts. In 1994, a Golden Palm Star on the Palm Springs, California, Walk of Stars was dedicated to her. In Grumpier Old Men, Loren played a femme fatale opposite Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon, and Anne Margaret. The film was a box office success and became Loren's biggest U.S. hit in years. At the 20th Moscow International Film Festival in 1997, she was awarded an honorable prize for contribution to cinema. In 1999, the American Film Institute named Loren among the greatest female stars of the golden age of Hollywood cinema. In 2001, Loren received a special Grand Prix of the Americas Award at the Montreal World Film Festival for her body of work. 29, she filmed 2 projects in Canada during this time: the independent film Between Strangers, directed by her son Eduardo and co-starring Mira Sorvino, and the television miniseries Lives of the Saints. In 2009, after 5 years off the set and 14 years since she starred in a prominent U.S. theatrical film, Loren starred in Rob Marshall's film version of 9. Loren was Marshall's first and only choice for the role. The film also stars Daniel Day-Lewis, Penelope Cruz, Kate Hudson, Marion Cotillard, and Nicole Kidman. As a part of the cast, she received her first nomination for a Screen Actors Guild Award. In 2010, Loren played her own mother in a 2-part Italian television miniseries about her early life, directed by Vittorio Sindoni with Margaret Mead as Loren, entitled La mia casa è piena di specchi, based on the memoir by her sister Maria. In July 2013, Loren made her film comeback in an Italian short film adaptation of Jean Cocteau's 1930 play The Human Voice, which charts the breakdown of a woman who is left by her lover, with her younger son, Eduardo Ponti, as director. Filming took under a month during July in various locations in Italy, including Rome and Naples. It was Loren's first theatrical film since 9. She returned to feature-length film in Pontus' 2020 feature film, The Life Ahead. Loren received a star on 16 November 2017, at Almeria Walk of Fame due to her work on Bianco, Rosso e. She received the Almeria Tierra de Cine Award.